Hello dear students, this is the fourth and last video for this week. Next week I hope to see you in the classrooms and we will continue with fiscal and monetary policy. Well, this is the case where the central bank, decides to increase the intervention rates. This means to make a contractive monetary policy. And usually it does this when the projected inflation is above the target range. Well, so I will explain each of the four transmission mechanisms. The first one is if the intervention rates increases, then capitals will flow in because our interest rate is attractive. They are higher than maybe in other countries. So capitals will flow in, which will make our currency revaluate. Yeah, it means the exchange rate will. Our currency appreciate, which means the exchange rate will revaluate. Yeah, and the revaluation of the exchange rate produces a decrease in the demand. Why? Because exports are less attractive and imports more attractive. So if the demand decreases, then prices decreases and then inflation decreases. The second mechanism is more again in this side. If the intervention rates decreases and then there is increases, and there is a revaluation of the exchange rate, then there is a direct effect on prices. Why? Because imports are cheaper. So inputs imported by firms, and then the goods of our basket of consumption that are imported, their prices also decrease. So inflation decreases. Well, the third mechanism, if the bank increases the intervention rate, then all the rest of interest rate in the economy will rise, right? And then the demand will decrease. Why? Because the consumption and investment will decrease because the credit is more expensive given the increase in the interest rate. And that if the demand increases, then the prices decreases and then inflation decreases. Finally, there is also a direct effect on the expectations. If the bank increases the intervention rates, then agents change their expectations on inflation. They will expect inflation to fall, and then this expectation will make actually the prices fall and then inflation decrease. Again, I recommend to you to have very clear which components of the demand change when with each of these transmission mechanisms. Like here is of course net exports, like exports and imports, and in this case that I'm showing you here, it's consumption and investment. So this is it for this week. I'll see you next week.